my solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10.
On the set.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards to pick up there.
Let's go now.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Touchdown! Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And taken down just shy of the 40. Well, the Bears at 2-11 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. you know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Montgomery on the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Fields. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. They'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. It's Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Take it in at the 3. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the...
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in off the tip there. Really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick-6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick-6.
Take it in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. Pick six for the Bears, touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you're alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Here's Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts. Work on the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Robert Quinn make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the sack on first down, Fields throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked. Yes.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out. And that'll do it for this first half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw, as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Elliott on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to score, Eagles 42, Bears 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if
it springs free, Montgomery loses it. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On second down, Montgomery.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Fields. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Back to throw. Fields.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Here comes Rager.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there, a punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Elliott now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
Now Fields.
trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
26 yards.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
56, Bears 17. Jake Elliott to kick off 4th.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon,
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
and you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A gain of 1 yard. And an Eagle.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Let's go now.
Working with second and 5 now. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And this is caught by Watkins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now in the afternoon.
But first down, Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Hurts fumbles it, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Now it's Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught by Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And one last throw here for Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.